gentlemen, welcome to my market wrap for Thursday, December 15th, 2016. This was a mixed session, and I say that in a sense even though the indices closed up. We were up a lot higher during the day, up over 100 points, looking maybe we would have broken 20,000 today, but we came down as the day progressed and sold off a little bit, even though still closed positive. So let's get into it. The Dow Jones Industrial Average closed up 59.71 points to 19,852.24, or 0.3%. The Nasdaq Composite closed up 20.18 points to 5456.85, up 0.37%. The S&P 500 closed up 8.75 points to 2262.03, or 0.39%. The small cap Russell 2000 closed up 10.39 points to 1366.41, or 0.77%. Looking at some other indices, the Nasdaq 100 triple Qs closed up 12.19 points to 4933.41, or 0.25%. The S&P Mid-Cap 400 closed up 6.41 points to 1670.74, or 0.39%. The S&P Small Cap 600 Index closed up 7.61 points to 846.10, or 0.91%. The NYSE Composite closed up 33.22 points to 11,131.89, or 0.30%. Looking at the XAU, the Gold and Silver Index closed down 3.31 points to 73.71, or down 4.29%. And as I'll tell you later, gold took a dump. The Semiconductor Index, or SOX Index, closed up 15.69 points to 909.97, or up 1.76%. And the Volatility Index, the VIX, closed down 0.4 points to 12.79, or 3.03%. Looking at the market internals today, drew a blank there for a second. Volume was normal, slightly heavier than the past couple of days, but normal, I'll classify. Total share volume on the New York Stock Exchange, 4.16 billion shares traded, of which 2.4 billion was advancing, 1.728 was declining, and 31 million shares were unchanged. Looking at the Nasdaq stock market, 2.1 billion shares traded total, of which 1.269 billion was advancing, 812 million was declining, and 22 million were unchanged. Looking at the volume on the NYSE market, or AMEX, total share volume, 146.2 million shares traded, of which 30 million were advancing, 113 were declining, and 2.7 million were unchanged. Another odd one. Let's pay attention to that one. On the New York Stock Exchange today, the market brought their advance and decline line. 1,709 issues were advancing, 1,337 were declining, so they had some slight positive breadth, almost flat. And 86 issues were unchanged. Looking at the Nasdaq stock market, 1,720 issues were advancing, 1,145 were declining, and 158 issues were unchanged. Looking at the NYSE market, or AMEX, 136 issues were advancing, 186 were declining, and 17 were unchanged. Let's take a look at the currency and commodities versus the US dollar. Start off in the currencies. The euro, 104.19, up 0.0005 at this juncture. The yen, 118.20, up 0.03. And my favorite currency, the ever so beautiful English pound, 1.2419, down 0.0001. The Australian dollar, 0.7358, unchanged. The Swiss franc, 1.0295, 0.0005 down. Looking at selected commodities, futures. West Texas Intermediate crude, last trade on Globex, 51.07, up 3 cents, 0.006%. Looking at Brent North Sea crude, 54.21, up 31 cents, or up 0.58%. Looking at gold, this was a bloodbath today for the price of gold. I've rarely seen a move like this. Gold, 1130.30, down 33.4 cents, down 2.87%. I mean, I've seen moves, but closing like this. Silver, 16.020, down 1.201, or down 6.97%. So precious metals today got hit kind of hard with the rate increase yesterday. Well, what does that tell you? It tells you that people are getting out of precious metals because now, since the rates are rising, other assets are going to start producing a greater rate of return, including stocks and bonds now because the yields are rising. So quite interesting, really. Moving on to equity futures. Dow Jones Industrial Average futures contract right now on Globex up 52 points to 19,817. S&P 500 futures up 7.75 to 2259.75, up 0.34%, and the Dow future was up 0.26%. Looking at the 10-year bond, down 8/32 of a point. Yield to maturity is climbing steadily to 2.604%. Well, guys, 20,000 I thought may have been hit today. It hasn't been hit today. So probably the next couple of days, let's see what happens. Got the Santa Claus rally coming up, so who knows? Anyway, I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Thank you very much for listening. And if you guys found this video useful, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. And always please support me on Patreon. Links in the description below. In closing, I just want to say to you guys, never give up on your dream. Always find a way. Fight. Go through the obstacles. You'll get there. And I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.